time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Bought a little time, lets it go. The throw to the outside is complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. In as he throws. With the catch, it's Houser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
Looking for a gap. It's great. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida! What a play! Not only the interception, interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Powers through the defender. First down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And
oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense got it. He's in open space downfield. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And how about this defense flipping the field, turning a negative situation into a positive, causing the fumble, scooping that puppy up. You look at the blocking out in front of the guy, you can tell, chewing up yardage, puts it all the way back down the field, gets a ton of yards back, and now puts an offense in position to succeed.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gators! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the tailback. Across the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. And he tried to punch it in himself, but the defense stands tall on first down. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. And to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Oregon State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And the Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Powell. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming in just... There he goes. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville.
that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Never a doubt. And they'll push push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds his man, it's Golden. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Great protection there, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Hughes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
He's looking deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right down the middle. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have him staring at 3rd and 10. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Got his man on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this up.
Wide open spaces. Ripping through the defense. He's at the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
They're working that left side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rough 3rd and goal coming. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll run for it on third and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a fourth down.
The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Clark.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Simmons. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Just keep slinging it. looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll set up to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He wants to change this route. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Moving away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw at Simmons. Throws for the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. Take those breaks, and you don't apologize for it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They boot it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Cardinals come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver.
Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
They just keep firing. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Cardinals are flying down the field. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Basic connection. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And we are tied, and we have set the stage for quite a finish.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They keep pushing pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 19 over Oregon State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He steps out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Quickly complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A run for the quarterback. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running back searching for a hole. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They're trying to hurry to the line. They're right on the edge of field goal range here. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and in short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And his kick is good despite the rainstorm. A good snap, good hold, and the kick was perfect. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been